So, Rico, give me a countdown. Rico, when we hit 5 o'clock, or Nichelle, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Nichelle. It's live.
Yeah, all right, push.
It's live on YouTube.
Everybody got all quiet all of a sudden. What's up, y'all, in the live audience? We're about to go live. So, Nichelle, you know to go to the intro after I say, and we'll be right back. Okay. Right, you see it you see where to go? Mm-hmm. Okay. Where the thing is, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Countdown. Yep, give me a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and pause.
Kayla Contier.
I'm so sorry.
So
you was on it.
Yeah, we got sounds.
Well, I couldn't see.
Couldn't see me?
Yeah,
Because I ain't on one.
my bad. What is it on? That one. My bad.
No, one is me.
No, I didn't know it was.
Still live.
Give me a countdown. All right, y'all. Welcome to live television. This is how it goes. Yeah. Well, you know we getting you, Nichelle. We roasting you, right? Nichelle is in for LeConte. I hope LeConte is watching. Y'all ready? Give me a countdown. That is hilarious. Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and today we have the interview that everybody's been waiting on. Gail Jones Carson in the building. Y'all give it up for her.
Gail Jones Carson.
So we're gonna talk to Gail Jones Carson about everything that's been going on, everything from Memphis Like Gas and Water to she's looking at to the Urban League. Yes, we are. And we want to know 5 things women do before they cheat. We'll be right back. It's the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Really? Everybody says it's fake. I said it ain't fake.
I can tell them it ain't fake.
You don't say you touched the Parkinson?
I what? Say that. That's what
What kind of show?
We back?
Oh,
are we back? Dang. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. I'm joined with my wonderful, wonderful co-host, Angelica Jelly Woods in the building.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all give it up for her. Give her a round of applause.
They acting up behind here already now. They are acting up.
Yeah, we're about to cut up. It's going to be a hot show today. I hope y'all are tuned in because it's going to be a hot show. Got my baby mama in here. Y'all don't.
Oh, well, don't tell nobody.
Yeah, right, don't tell nobody. Right. And DJ Kojak in the building. DJ Kojak.
Okay, DJ Kojak is not green today. He said y'all got him messed up.
I mean, you check my shot out.
I know. I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous, but it's okay.
Man, DJ Kojak was on that Incredible Hulk. That's why he was turning green. It wasn't because of the lighting.
No, he's full of ish. I ain't gonna say the word. That's why he was green.
See that?
Kojak.
I'm joking.
You see how they do me?
I'm being nice today.
She coming off the ropes with elbows today,
it's
though,
Women
man.
Empowerment Day. What is it? International Women's Day. Women's Day. I'm gonna be nice today.
Yeah. Speaking of International Women's Day, it's 5 things that women do before they cheat. DJ Kojak, we coming to the men first. DJ Kojak, what is 5 things women? Just give us a couple things that women do before they cheat. Hold that thought. Don't bring it. Let's bring Gail Carson in on the conversation. Y'all, look at it. Gail and Tina knows. I think Tina knows in the building, y'all.
That's Beyonce, mama.
Beyonce. Look at her.
Before we get started, women don't cheat. Women don't cheat. Women don't cheat. Unless the man starts.
So there was a disclaimer. I told y'all it was gonna be a hot show. It's gonna be hot. Y'all give it up for Gail Jones Carson in the building. Yeah. Superstar.
Antonio, only you could get me out here on a Friday after 5 o'clock.
Look in her money green.
In her money. Hey, look at her.
Well, 3 colors for Women's Month: green, white, and purple.
Okay, why?
I chose green.
Why green, white, and purple though? Is that significant or something?
Well,
You just made
purple
this
is
shit up on the spot.
royalty, white is purity, and green is
there you
Look
go.
at that, man.
Okay,
Gail
there you
Jones in
go.
here freestyling. She
Right,
freestyling.
money.
I made that up for the money. I made that up for the money.
Yeah, man. We are excited to have you, so
Thank you
you know,
so
thank
much.
you so much for being here. Y'all look.
You been paying your child support too, Antonio? You been paying child support?
Gail, our child is grown now. So
No,
so
I
look,
still want some child support. I still want some child.
y'all know that's my baby mama. So
All right.
look,
He
and look,
ain't paid no child support, y'all. We got to get him in court. He
And
a
look,
deadbeat.
and look, and she always cut up in front of company. It never ever fails. I can't take her nowhere. And then look, Angelica, I got to put up with all the dudes saying stuff when they see her walk by. Oh, she's fine. Oh,
They
Don't start, Angelica. Don't
say
start.
your booty fake.
Oh, man, look, I tell them all the time it ain't.
Listen, yeah, fine. I said no, her booty is not fake. But y'all want me to
Lord have
ask? I'll
mercy.
ask. You know,
What's the name of the show? What's the
Can you
name
put
of
it
the
out
show,
there
y'all?
right now?
What's the name of the show, y'all?
Yeah, we put it out there right now.
Oh my
Is your
God.
booty fake?
I don't know nothing. I don't even know what that means.
Come on, ain't no BBL.
Oh, so
Lord have mercy.
Gail say this ain't no BBL. This
this
crazy
natural.
right here.
Praise to Tennessee.
Praise
That's
to
all I'm
Tennessee.
saying.
It's
Praise to
real.
Tennessee.
Look, that's what's
South
up.
Memphis.
South
praise-
Memphis. That's what's up. So Gail Jones Carson, 5 things a woman does before she begins to cheat.
First of all, I don't know that women cheat really.
Uh-huh.
When women my age, which I'm 100 years old, let's get that out the way right away. Women just we didn't cheat. I can only handle one person at a time in my life and my family, and I don't have a whole lot of time for that one person. I got my family and I want to be on an airplane.
I heard that she want to get flued out, y'all.
Gail, have you been flued out before?
No.
Gail fly them out. Gail make that money, man.
Gail's gonna fly her own self out.
Based on what you saying, Angelica, I ought to own the plane.
Well, I'm
What you
show you
saying,
the
folks
tweet.
saying on social media?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
show you. I ain't lying. I'm gonna show you the tweet. They said you make 600,000. I said,
They say I make 600,000 now.
I said, let me ask Gail for 60,000.
And
then.
Well,
Yeah.
if I made $600,000, I wouldn't be here on the show. I'd be on the island laid out somewhere.
Well, you got the nerve to be asking me for child support. I need to be asking her.
Well, if he paid his child support, I might have $1 million.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
I don't know
Mark
about
got
that.
the money.
You
Man.
be 30 cents away from having a quarter for my child support.
Really.
Man, but DJ Kojak, 5 things a woman does before she cheats.
Well, they get real quiet.
Are we about to get Kojak Angelica?
They do.
They get
He
real
got a good
quiet.
point.
First they get real
They
quiet.
started
real
wearing
quiet,
new
okay.
underwear too.
Oh,
Forgot about that.
I saw that on TV.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw that on
you
TV.
saw that on, wait a minute, you saw it on
New
TV.
underwear.
Angelica, we got a pro in here with us today.
I-
She said, I
It's a
saw it on
PR
TV. It ain't-
expert. I
Right,
can't
right.
One of my
Yeah,
friends
I ain't never
said-
did it.
Oh my God.
New underwear again?
They go start
Brand
buying
new.
new old underwear. They do.
Gail, what's
I saw that on the
underwear?
movie. I saw it on the movie.
Oh, so sexier underwear? Is that what it is? Or
Well, it's
So-
probably just new.
so they get rid of the granny panties and go to the and start pulling up at the secret,
Thong
right?
the
Well,
thong
I
thong.
can't remember the movie, but it was a really good movie about this lady who was cheating on her husband.
Uh-huh.
But he was cheating too. But when people doing all that cheating, they need to get a divorce.
Yeah.
When everybody's cheating, just go be single and do what you want to do.
Or be open, have an agreement.
Well, most of them don't have no agreement.
Kojak, what's the other things they do? We know they wear new panties now. Thanks for the
Yeah.
alley oop to Kojak.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Let me see.
They get quiet.
They get quiet.
Uh-huh.
First thing they start saying, they start speaking up a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
So let me tell you.
my notes.
Okay, so when men mess around,
Go
they
ahead.
go start an argument. You say the women get
Yeah.
quiet. The men go start an argument.
Yeah,
so
they
they
say-
can they
gonna
run
flip
out
it
the
on.
house and have an excuse to leave home. So
Oh,
you say the women do the
Yeah.
opposite.
They
Okay.
do like-
Just-
they real- yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just like a Virgo.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
flip
but
it back to
Virgo
the men.
is
Flip it back to the men. Right.
See what she did.
Flip it back to the
You
men.
know about
Man,
Virgo.
look, I know, man, just like a Virgo.
Angelica.
She a true Virgo.
She a true Virgo.
A true Virgo.
True
Read it.
Virgo.
A true Virgo.
Angelica, 5 things women do before they begin to cheat.
He didn't do finish his other two.
Oh, okay. What you
He
got,
ain't got-
Kojak?
he ain't
Let's
got
go to the
no
women.
more.
Kojak,
Let's go
don't,
to the-
he don't
no.
mind
It's
tossing.
International Women's Day.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's
give
do
the
it.
women a chance.
Come on, let's do it.
Tell your secrets.
No, I think
wanna
we
hear this.
argue at first. We do. We fight. We try to get you to
Angelica,
change.
how you know about that?
Oh, I used to have like 3 boyfriends at one time.
How you know about that?
I had
That's
3
a really
boyfriends
good
at one time. I
Oh,
used to-
did you?
Hey, she
Oh, but you wasn't married then.
I wasn't married.
Oh,
I
well,
was cheating on
then,
my
okay.
husband now.
Okay.
No. You got to answer to the Lord.
I hope he
ain't-
listened to that now.
Oh, he know. He I was terrible, he didn't want to date me because I had 3 boyfriends. I would tell him about him. I would text him, show him the thread.
Yep, she was showing up at the happiest hour.
Yeah,
All
I
3
did,
of them
yeah.
was in the room at the same time.
Yeah, I have had all 3 of them in the room at the same time.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
That's
they
a
knew.
player.
There was always one that knew.
I was in a meeting with a man
That was-
last night, and he had 2 of his women at the table. I'm like, Lord, you know you're a hot man.
Hey, not according to them women.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Not according to them women.
Now, do we decide? We need to go. We need to cut the conversation and go behind the scenes.
No, I'm trying to figure out 5 things. Okay, Angelica, y'all start arguing.
We don't care. We argue at first. At first, we're invested. We want to argue, and then we're real quiet because we don't care no more. We're not invested. Then we mentally check out. So no matter what you say, we're gonna agree or whatever, and we're gonna move different. We're gonna definitely move. Our routine gonna change. We're gonna move different. I don't know about buying no new underwear because whoever you messing with, everything is new anyways.
Wow,
You ain't get my
wow,
money.
That's a great point. Angelica
If you
said
knew.
old bras work too.
But see, I'm on a budget. I ain't making $600K. So you gonna get these same draws. It's new to hit me anyways. Okay, see, it's okay. I ain't spending
Well,
$600K.
I want to make some. I want to clarify something right quick. So, Angelica is young enough to be my daughter, so we different generations. So
Yeah.
she knows some stuff I don't know about cheating.
Oh, what you saying? So you
You
got
trying to say you ain't never cheated, girl.
So what you
No.
saying? We got a little cougar
No.
pup and a little cougar happening. So what? Give them some advice now.
A cougar's the one who see the younger men. I don't think Angelica's seeing younger folks.
I wouldn't talk about
Angelica.
I'm
Only
gonna
10 years old.
My husband's older. I'm a tender on him.
Kojak, what you think, Kojak?
I don't know. You listen. Well, let me ask you. Since we talk about cougars,
Oh, okay. Kojak got a question, y'all. I'm leaning in. Look, what you guys think, Kojak?
Red done walked in the building. Kojak,
Right, he done
opened up.
brought something else out. He might-
Change the whole.
Yeah, the new life.
Right. What?
are you a cougar hunter?
No, I don't
cougar
hunt.
hunter.
Period.
Okay,
I
you
don't
don't
hunt.
hunt.
Period.
Are you?
Oh,
But you
hello.
definitely hunted.
Oh, she hunted.
But you're
yeah.
definitely hunted.
They hunt you.
They-
The young guys hunt you.
Well, they do, but I don't. Look, I do. I look at Susie Sausage Head written on the top of my forehead. No, I do not.
What the youngest
I
guy
heard
you
that. Look at her
dated,
posture.
then?
Look how she took a stance at
Yeah,
that.
what's the youngest guy you dated then? Age gap.
Okay.
10 years.
No, the youngest difference in age, I would say, was maybe like 6 years.
Oh, that ain't bad.
You were older?
Ain't no
You were
cougar.
6 years
I was
older?
older.
Woo,
Oh,
I
ain't
got
no
a shot,
cougar.
y'all.
There you go.
Look. 6 years. Hey, how did that work out? Apparently, it didn't work out very well. Look, he ain't around no more. Or maybe he is.
No, I dated him 7 years.
Yeah, step up to the mic, though. Step up to
I
the mic.
dated him 7 years.
Oh,
That's,
oh, you
that's
said
longer than
7
some people
years.
stay married.
7 years. So that, yeah, you're right about that. So,
Yes.
so did you schooling?
Hey, I ain't in the business of trying to school grown people
I
now.
heard that.
I ain't in the business. I don't have time. No
I
time
heard
to
that.
be
Did you learn anything?
No, he couldn't. Who could teach a Virgo anything?
Woo, not no damn body.
Just
Nothing.
saying.
You can't tell Virgo.
Right.
Nothing. You hear me?
You heard that. You heard that, right?
Man.
We might pretend and let y'all
Right.
think y'all telling us. That.
Oh no, y'all don't be pretending. I told Gail about herself, right? When I found out she was a Virgo, I said, "This is what they do, right? You tell them about themselves, they get mad at you, they go disappear, fix what you said, come back like ain't nothing happened, and then be like, hey, yeah, what's up? Ain't nothing happened,
No, you're right. Yeah, listen.
We don't know nothing about that, do we?
right? Man, look, my
Yeah,
mama's a
put me in
Virgo.
there.
I grew up with a Virgo, so I know Virgo.
Oh, you know,
And
you
Gail
know.
and my mama act the same exact way. I swear they do.
You sound like D. Harris.
Yeah, right. But Gail, let me tell y'all about Gail Jones Carson. Gail Jones Carson is one of our most talented people that we have in the city of Memphis. And you notice I said people, not women. One of our most talented people we have in the city of Memphis. Gail was a mentor to me on my first board. I was on the Memphis and Shelby County Music Commission. Here's the best thing she did for me. She said, she came in there, she's always reading, always. She came in there with this book. I said, what you reading? With your fine self. I didn't say that. I didn't say the fine self part.
Thinking in your,
I was thinking in my head. Yeah. Right. But I said, what is that you're reading? She said, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Right. And she said, I think you got the book for me.
Yeah.
I think she got that book for me. Right. And I remember when we were going through this war on the music commission, right? And they were ousting my friend Jerry Schilling. And I was telling them, man, you know, that's wrong what they doing. Jerry, Gail was like, this is how boards work. I was like, damn, right? I was like, that because you know the way I saw it, Jerry had brought his friends on the board, and the first thing they did was fired him, and I was like, damn, am I right, Gail?
He's right.
Yep, and that was a crash course in Memphis rich white folks politics to me, right? Yeah, seriously, because that's what it was. Am I lying?
He was on the board.
Yep.
I was glad to see him on the young man on the board.
I had braids then. See, Gail been my baby mom for a long time. See, I had braids in my hair. I had a gold tooth in my mouth at the time.
Yeah. But I gave him that art of war rate real quick.
Sure did. Hey,
And we needed it for the political arena.
baby, what you said, man. Look, that book, and I try to school our young folks on it, right? Shout out to my colleagues Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, Afro Justin and Ponytail Justin.
Yeah.
I try. You got to understand. You have to understand strategy in war.
You have to understand it.
Right. And Sun Tzu talks about that when you're coming up against a bigger army. It got to be a different strategy or you'll get annihilated.
And another thing I learned, and I'm not going to just say young people, but a lot of people, period, they don't know who to fight, they don't know when to fight, and they don't know how to fight. So go sit down till you learn all of that.
Take 2 seats. Y'all hear that? Ooh, that's a clip right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is a clip. We clipping
Bars.
that. Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah, for real. Seriously, real talk. So Gail, we are ecstatic to have you. I don't even know if anybody ever got an hour with you to do an interview. Baby, we maximizing this though. We getting all of this.
Does he think I'm gonna stay here an hour?
We getting all of this. Hey, that's what Lee Harris said.
Gail said you get 20 minutes.
Look, Lee Harris was like holding up a sign like, "Help me! Yeah, somebody come get me."
Do you know how long it took me to drive from Covenant Pike and Summer to way down here? That was 30 minutes right there, my time.
Well, you're in the capital of Memphis, so this is welcome
We
to
in
Raleigh,
Raleigh.
the capital of Memphis, and so that's what happens. That's how it goes when you come into the capital.
Okay, so
Right.
well, Raleigh does have some great elected officials who care about this community, and y'all better care about Fraser too, because some of y'all cover Fraser.
Man, we mess with Fraser, and I ain't even elected from Fraser, but
All right,
Fraser
that's all I
was where
care- that's
Fraser
what
was
I'm
where I
saying.
cut my teeth.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So we got you, we got Michaelin,
Right.
we got Rhonda,
Right.
we got
Caswell,
Caswell, Scuba,
Weezy.
just
Stephanie Love.
Stephanie Love.
Yep, that's
all
right,
in the
that's
house.
right.
They care about Fraser and they care about Raleigh.
They care about people more than
care about
anything.
people.
Interesting
But
thing.
especially those in Raleigh and Fraser.
Yeah, that's right. Interestingly enough, every one of those people that she named, came through what we call our formula here in the North for electing, elected officials, which is they got to come from the ground first. They have to be working with the people before they decide to run for office, because we don't back people that just show up and stick their hand out for a vote.
Yeah, and so I worked with the leaders of colors for a while. I was a coach, and so we had young people coming through there, basically initially to be prepared to run for office. And some of them I tried to explain to the folks working on the program, you need another track for people who don't want to run for office but want to help good people get elected.
Right.
So as I train these people or work with these folks, I would always tell them, first of all, you need to be known in the community. You need to work in the community. You need to go to all the churches. You need to work with the community leaders, but you got to work where you want to run. Because you step out there, don't nobody know you. You ain't gonna have no money, and you definitely not gonna be no incumbent if you haven't worked in the community.
Right.
So what you say is key. You got to be a part of the community, and you got to work in the community, and you just can't just show up thinking people gonna vote for you, other than your family. And some of your family might not vote for you.
Sure won't. Look, and it's interesting. I want to come back to that part too. See, I wore my shirt today. It says, "I am not a politician. I am a servant that happened to get elected." And so it's just funny we're talking about that, because our strategies and ideas is all about serving people first.
Serving people
before
first.
You get elected. Now, here's what I call the definition of a politician, right? A politician is going to show up with their hand out asking you for something before they've even served you at all, right? And you think about that, right? You got people that show up, you ain't never seen them before in the community, and all of a sudden they showing up asking you for a vote. Man, you don't get your ass out of here.
They don't work. People don't work like
Ugly
that.
ass
A lot of, and people. So that's why some people, they don't have confidence in some of the elected officials, because people show up, and then some of them who show up and do get elected, they don't feel that they are serving our community. So many people, when you look at the voter turnout for a lot of elections, we have 75 to 80% of the registered voters who don't vote. They don't, because you know what they're saying. They don't feel like whomever's in these offices are going to change the condition of their lives, their family lives, or their community lives. I mean, look at the numbers. The numbers will tell you 75 to 80% of the registered voters don't vote.
75 to 80%.
Yeah, well,
that's a big
look at the mayoral races. Look at what percentage of people actually voted. Less than 30% actually voted out of 500-some thousand registered voters. So we have very few people who are voting, and I guess I want to say that they care about who's in these offices, but these other folks, they look at the conditions that they live in every day and don't see anybody changing. And that is and it ain't just gay or talking. Look at the numbers. I
Right.
keep up with data. I read. I'm a black person who read.
She's a black person who reads. But that just goes to show you too that you have a small percentage of the population choosing the leadership.
It's a small percentage.
And that says something, right? And so when you do not vote, you're literally handing control of your life, honestly, to other people to decide for you.
And some people don't realize too, Antonio, that these local offices like city council and places, they vote on stuff that affects their lives every day.
Right.
And potholes are real important. That's what city council members vote on. Potholes and streets and all
Right.
kinds of
Trash
stuff, garbage.
pickup. Right.
That stuff affects our daily lives, those decisions. So, and I think maybe a lot of people don't know that these are the people who vote on things that impact their lives daily.
Yeah. Public safety.
Public safety.
Police department.
Every day.
All of those things that are closer to the people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a lot of people feel like their vote doesn't matter. I think it's an ignorant statement. Yes, I said ignorant. Say like, why vote? Because it's not going to change anything anyways. I'm like, if it doesn't change anything, our ancestors died so that we could vote. So at least exercise your right. Even if it doesn't change anything, at least exercise your right. Because at one point we weren't able to vote.
But
A lot
if
of
we
people like it on.
exercise our right, more people exercise our right, then we will be, elected officials would know we're going to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of them are not held accountable.
They're not. Me and Parkinson were just talking about that. I said some people that when we had the last race, I seen them, said they're gonna do something. They're in the office. You don't even answer your phone. Oh, okay. You remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you say you're gonna do all these things, but then when I actually reach out for you to do those things, you screening me. Yeah. Clip that.
Ain't nothing worse
Yeah,
than a
screening me.
non-responsive elected official.
Well, Antonio, I understand you don't leave your district. You just work out here in your district. You work.
Man, what work, spend my money, live,
And
try
so
to
when they
make
come
change.
at you, the candidates have over $100,000, still can't beat you.
Got
I
their ass
understand.
whooped. That was a waste of $100,000. and they spend it though, right? Am I right?
Exactly.
They spend it.
Waste
to
of
get it.
100.
I
And they
want that-
still, but the same thing was like Sarah Lewis. Sarah Lewis was unbought and unbossed,
Right.
and they came at her with candidates with all kind of money. They couldn't beat her because she was a people's elected
Right.
official.
had the street sold up.
Yes.
Yeah, but Gail, let me ask you this: why is it that message that people died for your right to vote? Why is it that it doesn't resonate to people?
Well, I think it doesn't resonate with a lot of the younger people because a lot of the younger people, nothing resonates with them. A lot of them don't even want to watch series or movies about our Black history. For some reason, they are detached, and I don't know if it's because their parents didn't pass things down to them. It just doesn't resonate, a lot of stuff. But my mom, when I turned 18, you better believe she had me at the polls. She was into civil rights. She was into voting. She knew the importance of, so all that stuff was passed on. I passed it on to my children. How many people are passing on the importance of voting or the importance of standing up and fighting for social justice, racial justice, economic justice? How many of us are passing it on to our children that is very, very important, not just for them, but for their children and grandchildren.
Right. Well, you're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. We're going to be right back because I want to ask Gail how important or why rather there is such a gap between the generations when it comes to policy and when it comes to civil rights. And so we'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Don't go anywhere. welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and I got my wonderful co-host in here, Angelica Jelly Woods. Y'all give it up for her.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
looking at the
yeah.
comments online. I'm looking at the comments.
What they saying?
Man,
They
Kojak-
said mass incarceration, evictions, and school closings hurt voting.
Man, y'all ass gonna let me introduce Kojak
I'm
before
sorry,
you get. Look,
I'm
these
sorry,
women. I know it's
I'm sorry.
International Women
Yeah,
Month.
International
Take it
Women
over.
Month.
DJ Kojak in the building. Give it up for DJ Kojak.
Oh,
Yeah, in the building. Boy, these women just come in and take over. We got our wonderful special guest.
Yeah.
Special. I was about to make you a host because that's what she's doing. But we got our wonderful guest in
She
here.
on it. She on
Gail
it.
Jones
She on
Carson
it.
in the building. Yeah, give it up for her. Give it up for Gail.
Yeah.
So before we jump back in this conversation, I do want to send a shout out to my guy, Rick Farwell with R&R Liquors.
Rick,
we're gonna test this out, Rick. This is
That's a pretty bottle.
It is a pretty bottle, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is
Pretty
Mountain Dew,
bottle.
though, y'all. Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
MOUNT.
I drink the real Mountain Dew.
A-N-D.
So it's no
D-U.
alcohol.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I don't
Kojak.
care. Them some heathens. I don't drink. I drink real Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. right. So Gail, thank you again for being here.
Just put the check in the mail.
Right, we got you. We got you. You put the check in the mail. Hell, you making all the money.
Right,
Right, 600.
$600.
Man,
I promise you, they put like three zeros in
man,
there
of
too
course
many.
they did. Yeah, of course they did. Yeah.
Whatever, Gail. Right.
Right. Yeah. So Gail, I do want to talk to you about. First of all, I have to applaud you for your strength.
Thank
You are. Yeah. I can't. This show will not be able to detail how magnificent this woman really is.
She
Real
really
talk.
is.
Thank you.
She's dealt with tragedy. She's dealt with triumph. She's dealt with letdowns. She's dealt with success,
Beat down.
beat downs, and some more. How do you, we know, I met your mother before, so several times. As a matter of fact, we know, you dealt with that. You dealt with, a son,
Yeah.
and others in the family. How do you?
Look. I lost two brothers in 2007, a sister in 2008, a sister in 2016, and my mother in September. And my mother, she outlived 5 of her children. So, of course, I lost one son, but, after I lost my son, he was 17 in a fatal car accident. And, once I got up, I thought it was just a few months, but my sister in New York told me, no, Gail, you was out of it for at least 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So I just, one of the ways I deal with grief and hurt and pain and just life is just to work. I work a whole lot. I have granddaughters, family that I love to death. I spend time with them. And so I just keep it moving. I stay focused. I'm no nonsense. I don't deal with no mess, none at all. And I work, and so by the time I get through working, once my head hit the pillow, I'm knocked out. I wake up in the wee hours, I'm working. I have 2 or 3
Seriously.
laptops, two laptops in the bed,
Right.
one over here. So
yeah.
so that just keeps me going, and then I grew up with a mother who, well, she had 4 sets of twins.
4 sets of twins.
4 sets
Gail's
of
a
twins.
twin.
Right.
Yeah.
Me and Gail got twins.
Angelica a twin too.
Yeah, me and Gail, our baby.
Angelica, her and her sister finally paid a trick on me.
Yeah, we did. We got
They got me real good.
They fine too. Both of them. They some beautiful girls. The twins.
But my mom, she had 4 sets, and all of us was boy girl each time. We were all 2 years apart. The baby set of twins, one of them, the little boy died of crib death when he was about 4 years old. So my mom had 2 losses within a matter of months. That baby, my baby brother, and her father. So she had like 2 6-year-olds, 2 4-year-olds, 2 2-year-olds, and one baby because the other one had died. So I saw this lady. So she went back to school, to night school, and then I saw her get her 2-year degree at ON. It was before it was Lemoyne ON. Then she got her bachelor's degree from Lemoyne on after they merged, and she got her master's degree. And all while she was going to school and raising these children, my grandmother lived with us because she had to help her. She was catching a bus, going across town, transferring to go iron somebody else's clothes.
Wow.
So
The
this is what I grew
Right.
up with, this kind of strength and tenaciousness. So, so of course we're going to get some of that,
Mhm.
and so
Mhm.
she's one of those people. She marched with Dr. Martin Luther King. I don't tell you about the bricks she threw. I was doing all, she was out in the streets, y'all.
Apple
She
don't
was
fall
fight-
far from the
yeah,
tree.
she was
boy. That's all I
fighting,
can
she was
say.
fighting for civil rights, social justice.
She
That was
just
my
wants to
mom.
fight.
She was real involved with the Rainbow Push. She got involved with the NAACP. So my mom, so all of this I saw growing up in this one woman who raised all these children. She just was a fighter, and so I'm thankful that much of who I am today. And as we talk about Women's Month, much of who I am today and the strength that I have to give it to my mom.
That
I mean,
is-
when I
give it
tell
up
you, like,
to- give it up to
she's
Gail's
like
mom.
a perfect guest for today. Hello.
Right.
The perfect
And
Yeah.
then I do want to say, in addition to that, she ended up being the first woman U.S. probation officer in this whole region. Not
Yeah.
first
Wow.
black
Yeah.
woman, but the first
Wow.
woman, period.
Yeah.
And then she got promoted. Before she retired, she was the second highest person in her office before she retired. No black had ever had that position.
Wow.
So I had big shoes to fill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And which is perfect segue. Yeah, I know that was your mom, right?
Yeah.
But how important was it for her to show you from her generation and pass that torch though? And because a lot of that's missed, and I think that's what part of our problem in the culture.
Well, and I also think it's her generation. Remember, people in my mom's generation, when she died, she was 85. So a lot of African Americans who were in her age, they felt every day the injustice. They felt the discrimination. They felt the hurt. They saw the killings, and so they had. Even though we see this today, they lived it.
Yeah.
Some of our folks, these young people today, they just read about it. They see it on TV. Our parents, they lived it. I mean, they lived. So it was easier for them to pass it on. But some of us, not me, don't include me. Some people, some of us, we started doing better financially. And we didn't continue passing it on.
Yeah.
And so Johnson Salisbury, who's founded the April 4th Foundation, he has a program about passing it on. He works with young children and passes this history on. So enough of us not doing that.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
these
to
young
Johnson
people,
Salisbury.
so a
good
lot of
dude.
young people not, a lot of these parents today, they not passing it on.
Right.
And some of them feel like I have arrived. I have arrived. So I don't have to pass it on. But any of us can fall any day.
Yeah.
Any day, any
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, and I can tell you too. The way the Tennessee legislature is moving, man. If they
I pray for y'all. I
Man.
pray for y'all because I'm just saying it's so much, not just going on in the Tennessee legislature,
Right.
but all across this country where voting rights and voter suppression, voting rights are being taken away. Voter suppression is happening all over this country. I just got a email the other day, Antonio, about a bill that's in Nashville right now that's going to reduce the number of voters that organizations like the NAACP can register.
Yeah, that's right.
That's another form of voter suppression.
That is. Yeah.
So we're having all these kinds of things today, but I still don't see. I'm just wondering, when are the young people going to get engaged like the two justices? When are they going to get engaged like them? When are they going to get passionate about stepping up and being a Martin Luther King, doing it peacefully? And then my guy Malcolm X, he came on around. He was
Right.
peaceful. I loved mine. But we can do things peacefully, but we got to come together as a people to just fight these injustices that we're seeing every day all across the country.
So
And it just seems like it's gotten worse these last few years, the injustice.
Right. So let me ask you this. So there's a debate. When it comes to the civil rights movement and what we were fighting for. Right. There are some that are saying we were fighting to dine at other people's tables that we weren't invited to. There are some that say we should have been fighting to get the money to build our own table. Where do you fall on that?
I think you need both tables.
Okay.
I think you need both. So a friend of mine, good friend of mine, told me a few years ago, she said, Gail, you're going to be upset with me. I said, upset with you about what? She said, well, because this mayor, who's a Republican mayor, had appointed her to a board. I said, I'm not going to be upset about you being appointed to the board. I said, because you know what? You need to be at the table. But what I'm going to be upset with you about is when you at the table that you ain't speaking up for your people.
Yeah.
I said, that's what I'm going to be upset about. But you need to be at the table. So we need to be at that table.
Right.
But we do need our own tables.
Right.
We
Right.
need,
I agree.
when we get to that other table, that might help us accelerate getting our own tables.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because I've always found that what we build, they always come to us.
Exactly.
Right. And, and so I just, I've never had a desire to fight to dine or eat somewhere, and I'm using this figuratively, obviously.
Well, I went and got my chillings from Miss Melanie today, so.
Oh, were you there today?
Oh, I did.
We were there
Everybody
today
go
too.
there
I went
today?
today. I took Michelle for the first time.
Did you get
girl-
chili?
I can't
Did you
do no
get
chili.
chili? You can't
Yeah,
do-
I can't do
Don't
no
tell
chili,
me you
yeah.
don't eat chili because
Yeah, I
black
can't
people
do
tell
no
me they
chili.
don't eat chili. I started looking upside
I
down.
don't
Yeah,
eat chili.
I don't
Why
eat
you don't
chili,
eat
yeah.
no chili?
Because they smell like shit.
They is.
Why? No, well, I like them. I eat them.
Right, right.
They cook them on Fridays. Some Fridays I go
They
get
do.
them. I got some today.
They do.
That
There's,
place.
there's a thing out there about people that eat chitlins. They
Well,
say they do other things. So I am.
I heard nothing about chili.
Kojak ain't said nothing. Kojak be over there.
Eat chili.
You
You
don't
what?
eat
Wait a
chitlins?
minute, wait a minute.
I
How
don't
many?
do
Am
the
I
other
the only
thing.
person in here?
No, I
Am I
used
the
to.
only real black person in here?
You
Am I the only one?
as red as you are, you it. But look, I did go in there and tear that catfish up though. That
Okay, I'm about to
catfish
go
that
eat
spaghetti was
there.
some fire.
You ain't been to Miss
No,
Melanie.
you gonna owe us a sponsorship, ain't she? We talking about her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and she's a
look,
wonderful person. Come from
She,
civil rights too.
she said that her husband was part of the sanitation folks
Yeah.
who led, the sanitation folks that fought and died for.
Right.
Her husband was one of them. And she sits there. She was there today.
She was. She
She's
sure
right there at
was.
the restaurant every
She
day,
sure
and she
was.
does a lot of the cooking.
Right.
I'm
I came in there.
try.
I came in there and spoke to Nita and them and Theo and them and I didn't even see
Yeah,
her.
I'm glad
She
you
said-
mentioned Theo
Right,
because he
right.
get up again. You ain't speak today. I always speak Theo. I don't
Right.
never leave out here without
Right.
speaking.
Shout out to the Leach family, but she leaned forward. I didn't even see her. She leaned forward in the kitchen. Touche, come here. I said, oh, there she is. That's my boo right there, man. We love the Leaches. Shout out to the Leach family, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to the Leach family.
They've been
Very-
around a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I remember going to their restaurant. It used to be called, well, now it's Miss Gurley's. It
Right.
used to be Melanie's.
Melanie's,
And it was
that's right.
on Watkins.
Right.
And I
Watkins
remember
and
going
Brown.
out there
Watkins
like
and
in the
Brown.
80s and 90s. And then they moved over to where they are now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they've been around a long
Yeah.
time serving this community.
And not just serving food, but they serve incredible food. Listen, Miss Gurley's restaurant, the at Chelsea and Danny Thomas, just pull in through the gate and pull in the back and go in the back. Best soul food. in the
Exactly.
city.
Best
Okay, now I'm
service.
about to
Best
try it.
service.
You're gonna
Yeah.
get loved on when you go into Miss Gurley's.
Now, Gail,
Right.
can we say something about this? I told Parkinson, and now we're gonna get in trouble for plugging these folks. When you ate at Exactly's, wasn't that catfish good? He haven't had exactly the other catfish.
I've been exactly.
Well, you said you didn't have the catfish.
I didn't have catfish. I went for the
Yeah, wasn't that
brunch.
catfish good? Look.
Everything I've had by that company, organization,
Oh,
restaurant,
yeah?
it's been good. The catfish was really
It
good.
was so good.
And I've had their breakfasts.
Okay.
Yeah, the breakfast is fire.
yeah, it's very good. They
Yeah.
serve good food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good place
We'll
to
get
sit.
them a shout out. We don't want
Yeah,
to leave
yeah,
out.
yeah,
We
yeah.
don't want to leave out before
You got to pay for shout outs.
no,
right here.
no.
Give
want
me.
them to be a
Well,
sponsor.
well, this
You
black,
better
women,
be
black,
quiet.
this Women's Month. We're gonna shout out
Yes,
to the
she
four-way
is.
grill. I mean,
Mhm.
four-way grill
Oh
owner.
man, look, top 5 soul food restaurants in Memphis. What are they?
Tap in.
What-
Cafe.
who?
Wait, what?
I was finna say tap in. Go
Oh,
ahead.
tap in. Yeah. Oh, y'all that's
Y'all
watching.
tap in.
Tap
Listen.
in. Top five soul food restaurants in Memphis.
What about the place
I'm
by
gonna tap in
Central, like
online.
Miss
I wanna
Peggy's?
know what they
Miss
think.
Peggy's.
Miss Peggy's is good.
Yeah,
Miss
that was
Gurley's.
good.
Yeah.
Four-way grill.
Steens with
Steen.
some fire. You hear me?
Steen. We
Steen.
got one more. We
Yeah,
got
we got one more. Let's see.
Back to
What about Stevie's brother? Stevie Moore's Willie Moore's.
Well, oh,
Willie
yeah.
Moore.
Yeah,
I'm
Willie
telling
Moe.
you,
It ain't Willie Moore.
Willie Moe.
It's Willie Moe.
They
When,
still
when
open.
my sister from New York comes
Uh-huh.
down here, her and her husband, they go straight to Willie Moe's.
Willie Moe.
Okay, they
They-
open.
And for all
Okay,
of you
so-
that are traveling, it's not Willie Moore's like it's spelled.
Thank you.
It's Willie Moe.
Clear,
Oh,
clear.
God.
I just got
That's how the black people pronounce it.
Right.
Somebody said the catfish fire. I don't know which catfish. Can we talk?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, y'all chime in. Those of y'all that are watching, what's top 5 soul food restaurants in the city of Memphis?
Tag them,
We want to
tag
know.
them.
Tap in.
Tag them. No,
Tag
Oh,
them.
that's what you were saying.
Tag
Tag
them. Yeah.
Can I say something about Gail?
I'm learning something.
Why do you always ask for permission to say something?
See,
And
I'm-
you a co-host. Just
Because
say
you
it, man.
there, you know he be daddy mode. Y'all know he kind of honcho and boss around.
Yeah, don't let him talk
Macho.
about Hey, mama, don't let
Put
him
my
talk about
sad-
it like that.
put my-
All right,
Yeah.
Angelica.
Sir,
All right,
yes,
I got to
sir.
pull the Godfather on you.
So, listen, Gail was my boss. I still call her boss lady, okay?
Oh, Lord.
And I worked there. I worked 2 weeks with her, and she promoted me.
I sure did because I believe promoting young people.
She
That's what's
promote.
up.
No,
But
she
well, I
promoted
believe in
me.
Wait a minute, you gotta
quality,
clap for that.
quality young
Yeah,
people.
That's what's
no,
up.
Quality.
I didn't even
That's
know
what's
the
up.
story. Listen.
Yeah. Go on, finish the
She
story.
promoted me, and I told God, I was like, no, I'm not going, but whatever. I still say yes. And she let me lead a team of 7 people.
That's awesome.
And yeah, 2 weeks of knowing me and promoting me, people swore for Lord. I knew her. I was
But I
she's my
didn't know her.
godmama. I'm like, I never even met the lady a day in my life.
No, when I interviewed her,
Yeah,
I really
never.
wanted her
So thank
for
you
a
for
supervisory
opportunity.
position, but that position wasn't open. So just so happened, a few weeks after she was hired, we had a reorg, and I was allowed to make some changes,
Right.
create a whole new area,
Right.
and she sold me on her interview.
Right.
You know, some people do good on interviews, but they don't do the work.
Right.
Angelica did the work, and she
She
sold
worked me like a dog.
No,
But I'm really
well, I could depend on her.
Right.
I could
No,
depend on
yeah.
her. I could
Yep.
depend on her.
I was gonna come through. If you put a chance
Yeah.
on me, I'm gonna come through. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
she
have to
did.
look
And she-
crazy.
Now, we ain't gonna even go through the rest of them because she hurt me on the end, y'all. But I just
No. We'll
Let's do it,
let's
Virgo.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
now she hurt me.
That'd be fine. Virgo. Don't Virgo.
That was the Virgo. That was the Virgo.
Real
That was the
bad.
Virgo.
Okay, so she left me, y'all. She left me, so that hurt.
Because of
Right,
what?
right.
I didn't want her to leave.
Right,
I did
right,
not want her to leave.
Right. Look at that.
I did not want her to leave.
Where you going
But,
now?
but Angelica, we did have a good team of people
Yeah.
though. She had a good team of people
Yes.
working for her,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I had a good team. I
Yeah.
was really happy
Yeah.
with the folks I had.
Yeah. But you know, Angelica's special though. Real talk. She
I
really
thank
is,
you
and
for
I tell her that
opportunity.
too. I tell her that she is a very
Oh, ain't you
talented, young, beautiful sister.
He's saying
you
that
know,
because
and
it's women international.
it is,
Well, and
but
then I-
you know,
you know,
but
and
you were
I could-
handpicked for this show. She was
Yeah.
she was literally handpicked for
Was
this
she
show.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and DJ Kojak too, because I knew that she's smart enough to be an antagonist to me.
Yeah.
And we knew
Lord.
Kojak was mild enough to be the middle person.
Okay,
And so it's
all
a
right.
real dynamic
Kojak.
here.
Democrat.
Right. Now you gotta be careful with Kojak because he will Kojak you. Kojak is a verb.
He'll turn
Oh,
you into-
okay.
So you'll ask him a question, and what will happen, Angelica?
He gonna answer the same. He gonna tell you the same thing you just said. That's what he gonna do. He ain't gonna answer the question. He gonna dance around the question. You be like, what? You forgot
Right.
what you even
So
asked.
you real political.
So, Angelica said,
He ain't political.
Angelica said the definition of being Kojak is to ask Kojak a question, listen to the answer, and you have gotten nowhere in
Nowhere.
life.
You be like, oh, you don't waste it all that time. He don't answer the question at all.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. So Memphis Light Gas and Water. That's where you worked with. That's where you hired the lovely,
Angelica,
talented
yeah,
Angelica.
yeah.
Put this shot on Angelica over
I
there while
did
she's
leave. I had a
Look, there you
baby.
didn't
I
catch
had
it.
a baby.
But
Her
she
name
was
is
supposed to bring
Jean.
she was supposed to bring the baby to work with her.
Yeah,
Right,
I had a baby. Yeah, I want to shoot. Come on now.
Right.
We should be able to. That'd been
So
nice.
so now let's talk about Memphis Light Gas and Water.
Oh.
What you want to say?
Look at
about
that. Look,
Memphis
please
Like
get
This
that shot. Oh,
Get him, Gail. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
What
Name
you
me
want
about
to say
something.
Gail. Okay, Gail.
Listen.
Gail. First of all, you're one of the most talented people in the market. Real talk.
Promise.
Highly sought after. Mayors have hired you. You know, Memphis Light Gas and Water, FedEx. You know, you did
I worked at Like Gas and Water 2 times.
2 times.
When
right?
I got out of school, when I graduated, I worked a few months at the Tri-State Defender, and we had a general manager who was amazing. Her name was Audrey McGee. I want to give a shout out to her because she was the
Right.
general manager, and she told me, she said, "Gail, you can't stay here." I said, "I can't." She said, "No, you got to keep growing. You got to keep moving."
Had to
And so-
push you out.
Yeah, and so she, so 3 months later, I went to work for Memphis Light Gas and Water. I worked there a little over 6 years.
Under who?
Under the president then
Was it Rick Masson? Was it not Rick?
no, you're talking about the
Rick,
board, the president of the company.
president of the company.
The president of his company, when I went there, his name was Calvin Hensley, which a lot of
Okay,
people don't
okay,
remember
okay.
him. And after him, they hired David Hanson. He was here from out of town, and he stayed there a long time. But anyway, so I worked on it. I worked on about 5, 6 presidents.
Right.
But anyway, so I left and went to Federal Express because Federal Express was a new company, a young company, and it was growing. And I just felt like I could learn and grow so much. And believe me, I did. It was it was so much to learn, and it was a worldwide company. And I just Fred Smith, he was amazing. He was a true visionary. And when I look at some presidents of big companies, I look to see if they are the visionary like a Fred Smith.
Right. Mhm.
You know, this man, he started out in Little Rock and he's got a C on his paper. But anyway, the way he did the company was amazing. African Americans were able to move up in the company. So it, I stayed there 16 years. After Jason passed in 1999, I wanted to change. And then I went to work for Mayor Harrington.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, working in city government was interesting. But I'm going to tell you, I learned so much working in city government and working for a mayor like Willie W. Harrington.
Shout out to WW. Doc,
Yeah.
shout out to Doc
Yeah.
Harrington. Give a round of applause. Yeah.
So in 2004, I went there in 2004. He started, for some reason, the mayor, he was, he wasn't getting along with the council, wasn't getting along with the school board. He wasn't getting along with who else? School board, the whole media.
Right.
So from 2004 to
Right.
2007,
Memphis
I promise
tomorrow.
y'all, I didn't sleep. I was out crisis communications every day.
Lord,
I mean,
word.
yes,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
day crisis. So I'm a master of the crisis
Right,
communication.
right.
And then
right.
of course going to the utility company after
Wait a minute,
that.
hold on before you go there. We got to stay on Doc for a second. Right?
Say, hold on.
Because this was during get the hell out of my office.
Oh Lord,
Right,
have-
right.
I was in there when he
Right,
told him get
right.
out, get the hell out of my
Right.
office. I was standing right there. I was like, oh Lord.
Shake them haters off. Right,
Yeah,
right.
he had so many sayings that a DJ came up
Yeah.
with something.
I
and
was
was
at
like,
home.
Right,
yeah, it
right,
was good.
right, right.
But I was also in one of the city council meetings, y'all, and I ain't call the city council person name. Dr. Harrington said, look at how he look at me, y'all.
Right.
Look at how he look. You want to see me in the hall?
Right.
You want to be in the hall?
Right,
You know,
right.
you know,
I ain't gonna say no names either, Brent Taylor. I ain't gonna say no names either. Who's now Senator Brent Taylor? I ain't gonna say no names.
Well, let me clean that up because he and Brent Taylor are the
that's right.
closest friends
Right.
after
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They became friends
Right.
and they remain friends today.
Yeah.
He was on Mayor Harrington's board.
Right.
And so it just show you also in the political arena, you might have some problems with somebody today and working with them tomorrow.
Baby,
And that's
that's
what
right.
I try to tell some of these young people today. Like one candidate called me talking about, I said, well, have you called so-and-so to help you? Well, he ain't helped me the last time I run. I said it was the last time. He wasn't against you. He was for somebody else.
Right.
And so when
Right.
I said you need to call him,
Yeah.
and you know what? He made sure she got plenty of money.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you can't go by just because somebody ain't supporting you today. That don't mean they're against you.
Right.
Now,
It
Gail,
just
you need
means
to tell
that-
some of these old folks that too. You always saying these young folks, these old folks need to know the
Oh
same
yeah, a lot
thing.
of old folks need,
They
yeah,
need
they
to
need
know.
help too. They do, they do. But in the political arena, it's no permanent enemies.
Right.
Sometimes it is
Right,
though.
right.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes.
She heard
Sometimes-
cleared that up.
Yeah, occasionally see there are some permanent enemies.
Right. Yeah. How many times have you told people that, man, you got me blanked up?
Oh Lord.
You-
In what regard?
right. Look, they done did something. They done did something to you, and you just
Well-
So we're talking about permanent enemies, right?
Well,
Look at the posture. Please get that posture.
Let me just tell you, I have told my son, I have told Deidre Malone and Norma
Right.
Lester and a few other folks, they will have a list of people from me that will not be out. They're not allowed in my funeral.
Right. Oh,
They ain't
yeah,
allowed
yeah,
in my
yeah,
visitation.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a real list.
that's that Virgo
Yeah.
right there.
That- that's my real list.
I mean, she ain't gonna even be here. She's
She
still
got that
telling-
target. It's
I,
a
I want them
right,
coming
right.
out
Right.
enjoying
And faking
enjoying
it.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, my sister, when she passed, she said she didn't want people. She was cremated. She didn't want folks in there looking down on her, knowing just looking, just cause she gone.
Right. I want to see that list. I want to know. Give us one person on the list, Gil.
Uh-uh.
Come on, Gil.
tomorrow.
It's not a real long list, but for
Right,
some reason,
right.
y'all,
A
for
short list
some
of
reason,
folks.
there are people. Every time I raise my head, they are there to kick me in my head.
Right.
Still
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
from the political arena from years ago.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You know what it is? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's just how some people are.
Yeah.
And that's because I'm Lorraine Jones' daughter. She didn't teach me how to bend and bow and grin when I
heard
wasn't
that.
funny or bend over when no reason. I don't do all that. I don't go along to get along. People have problems with that. Some people.
I heard that.
Ooh, that's sexy right there.
You better go look at.
Look,
Okay,
yeah,
go
yeah,
check
look,
it.
I'm telling you.
I'm like I tell some people, check your draw.
Right. Hey, look,
Check
watch
it out,
that coming
Park.
up.
I mean, but-
Right,
check it
y'all.
out.
Hold that thought, Gail.
But with me, what you see is what you get.
Well,
I
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
no
that's
backstab.
very
I'm
true.
not no backstabber.
Consistently true.
You know
Yeah,
what
she gonna
I'm
be
all
Gail.
about.
Right.
She gonna be Gail
She gonna lay it on.
24/7.
Hey, y'all, don't go anywhere. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. We ain't getting away from Memphis like Aston Walker, so we're gonna talk about that when we come
Oh,
back.
wait a minute now.
We gonna try to get you.
welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and here with my lovely co-host, Angelica Jelly Woods. Give it up for her.
Yes,
Woo,
y'all. It's
woo,
almost
woo,
been an hour. It almost like it's been an hour.
Man, look, don't
9 minutes.
remind
Right,
Gail,
look, Gail said
Angelica,
9
don't
minutes,
remind
9
Gail.
minutes,
Yeah,
9 minutes.
Yeah. DJ Kojak in the building. DJ Kojak, scratch it up for a time.
Okay.
You know that?
DJ Kojak ain't green today, y'all. He ain't green.
Yeah, you heard that scratch. I know you did. Right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Gail Carson in the building. Y'all
The
make
Gail
noise.
Jones Carson,
Gail
okay.
Carson in the building. Yeah, Gail, thank you again for being here. We truly love and appreciate you.
Yes.
And I knew it was gonna be this kind of show. Angelica,
I
didn't we
did.
say it?
I said, yeah, we'll
Didn't
be
we say
turned
it?
up in on
Right,
Gail.
right.
Wait.
Well, look, that was before I thought I was gonna be on here before I started my job, so I had to really cut up.
Oh, yeah. Now you ain't gonna cut up now. President ain't gonna cut up.
Right. Came in here looking like Jessica Rabbit in the building.
Looking
Come back
like
to Gail.
money.
Yeah. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Man, but look, Gail, okay, Gail. So everybody wants to know what happened at Memphis Light Gas and Water.
Okay, so this what happened.
Oh, Lord.
It got
Are we
quiet
getting
as a bug
first?
in here. It got quiet.
Why we
Come
always
on. Okay,
breaking
Gail, come
stuff
on, Gail.
over here?
Come on, Gail.
We
Okay,
get that PR response.
so I have been working. What's up?
No, come on.
Okay, so I have been working since I was 14 years old. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so I ain't had no breaks. So my mother, like I mentioned earlier, she passed in September.
Right.
And so for the whole year, that a lot of people don't know because I don't really discuss my personal business with a whole lot of people. So most of the year, she was either in the hospital for long periods of time, or she was in the nursing home, and I was there every day unless I was out of town. And then when my mother passed, anybody, and so I'm the only person here, the only sibling. Well, I got sister and brother in New York, so I was here. And of course, Denise, she came to visit my sister from New York. But it was just, it took, and then she was sick the previous year. She just continued to get worse, progressive. And so she passed in September. And right after that, a few of my close friends passed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was tired. So in October, I retired. I officially retired from MLGW. And of course, look, my friend, I ain't talked to him in a long time. I ain't called him and set him out. Somebody called him and told him some mess, told him that I got fired from MLGW because I supported the wrong mayoral candidate. But people who know me well know I don't get involved in city elections, definitely not the mayoral election, because the mayor appointed my boss. The city council approved my boss. The city council approved my budget. So I never got involved in any of those races at all. So that was a lie. And so I hate he went on his website and put that out there because I guess if somebody called him and told him I jumped off at the bridge into the Mississippi River, he would have reported it too. So that just went viral.
Yeah.
I mean, I started getting text messages and stuff, and then other folks, they were spreading rumors saying that I had gotten walked out of the building by security. My last day at Like Gas and Water, I wasn't even in the building. And somebody at Like Gas and Water said, Gail, they even saying that the security people walked you out in handcuffs. And this person said, Gail, we don't even have handcuffs over here. Only the police department had it. Then somebody else somebody said that I was in a meeting. I stood up and said, I'm sick of this ass. I'm quitting.
Well, that does sound like you, though.
I know. That's why they can feel like they can say that.
Right. Now, that's believable. Right.
Well, but that's not what happened.
Right.
And so, I mean, it was just been all kind of
Yeah.
rumors out there.
Yeah.
And so I took a break. I said that I was going to I'll take a break from 6 to 12 months. After the first month, I was real busy. After the first month, I knew I wasn't going to make 12 months.
You stir crazy like a mother. Right.
You know, when I did that 2-year remote work, I thought I was going to, it was a mental crazy place.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, so then I was out of the country visiting my granddaughter Jasmine.
We got to talk about Jasmine, too. We're going to talk about her in a second.
And so I got a call. Some people said this position was open at the Urban League. And that some people were excited about me being interested. So I said, okay, I'll go for it. So when I got the job, I actually was off work maybe like 4.5 months. And I got the call one Thursday night. I had the second interview was that Thursday. And I got a call a few hours later that I got the job. And I went to work right after calling elected officials, different people, seeing how they can partner with us, help us with funding to help our community.
Yeah.
We need some sustainable funding. Representative Hardaway.
Hardaway.
Sustainable. I mean,
Hardaway.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
hell no, this show over with. This show is over with. Oh, this show is over with. This show is over with. This show is over
Oh
with.
my God.
I thought maybe you shouting out.
Security. Right.
Representative Parkinson, we need
I
the
thought he
urban
was
league
doing-
needs some sustainable funding. So I have really been
Wait
talking.
for that funding after that blunder. Right, right.
He'll never forgive
Right,
me for
right.
that.
Oh no,
y'all.
on my show.
Oh, his
She
son.
gonna-
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Lord.
I'll never
gonna
forgive
flip
you.
Look. Oh Lord, and Hardaway's gonna love this shit. Right. His chest gonna be stuck out. Yeah,
Well,
she called
he
my
is-
name on
well,
this show.
Hardaway and I, we've been friends
Right,
since we went to Christian. I met him at Christian Brothers, but
Right.
That's too funny.
Yeah. But it ain't the first
But
time I
anyway-
get the speaker Beth
y'all don't
Hardwell
look nothing alike or
would,
nothing
would,
like
would
that.
call my name, call me, and say, Representative Hardaway, you recognize, and I'd be like, what? Right? I'd be like Glenn Cassidy, you recognize. Look, call me back.
Oh,
Some
okay.
people probably call him Representative Parkinson too.
Of course they do.
You know we all look alike.
Of
Oh,
course
I
they
need to
do.
look him up now.
You don't know
Oh,
GA.
I probably
Yeah.
do when I see him.
Yeah,
There's a whole backstory.
So
but we ain't gonna
anyway,
talk about
we ain't
that.
gonna talk
So
about that.
anyway,
Let's
so I officially started work March 5th. Oh, after I got back, I went to see my sister last week because she had a milestone birthday last Saturday. So I started officially Tuesday, March 5th on her birthday. But I have been working ever since I got the car because that's what I do. I work because we got to raise money to provide services for the young people,
Yeah.
for the senior citizens, those in underserved communities, to help them become economically advantaged in our
Right.
community. So I'm reaching out to people, seeing what we can do to partner and bring some money to the organization to provide more programming and uplift the programming that we already have. I'm just kind of tell you about one program now. I'm just really excited. We got several of them, but one of them, you know how a lot of people just wake up one day and they want to just start a business. They don't know anything about a business plan. They don't even know anything about how often they're supposed to pay taxes or anything. So we have a 14-week program. And that program takes them from A to Z. They learn everything they need to know about a business.
Yeah.
And when they get through, they should be able to have a 3-year growth plan.
That's
so
incredible.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, give it
about
up for that. That's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it up for that. Now, how do they access the program? Is there a website or a link?
They can go to the Memphis Urban League website.
Okay, and that's probably MemphisUrbanLeague.org. Is that what it is?
Yes,
Yeah.
MemphisTheUrbanLeague.org.
Okay. We'll make sure we
Or
put that
even
up
if
on
you
the
just Google it. You
Yeah,
just Google
yeah,
Memphis
right.
Urban League and you click on the
Yeah,
link when it,
yeah.
it comes up.
screen. Right. And so
And-
the program is listed under the
Yeah, all the programs that we have is on our website.
right.
We have another program that's amazing. We just had some people graduate from it. It's for senior citizens, and they learn basic computer skills. They don't know how to use a
My
computer.
mother-in-law,
Right.
my mother-in-law needs
Yeah.
to go. I'm sorry.
But wait a minute. So this is Comcast. They make sure everyone who completes this 4-week program, they get a free laptop.
Well, that's one good thing
Wow,
Comcast.
yeah.
Hey, one good
Yeah.
thing Comcast doing because the rest ain't shit. But go ahead. Though. Right.
But I do want to say about the beta program, about the business program, that is funded by TVA. So.
Okay.
Nice.
Look at Gail pulling all the folks in.
Well, I mean, we got to
Yeah.
give a shout out to our funders who are
Hell
making these
yes.
programs
That's
available
awesome.
for the people in our communities to underserve the youth, the young folks, so they can, become.
Because people always complain there's nothing for young people to do. There's no financial literacy. So there we
Well,
there it
but
goes.
a lot of people
Yeah,
just don't
don't
know.
know.
Like one young lady I met, she was just talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
She said that she would like to, do eyebrows and massages and waxes and stuff all in one. But I said, well, what's stopping you? She said, well, but she just didn't know. She said
know
she
where
had
to
talked to
start,
her
yeah.
mother. She had talked to her father. I said, look, and this was before I was at the Urban League and knew all the services that they had available. I said, because this business program would be great for her. But I told her to go to the MMBC. They teach classes on businesses. I told her to go to BBA. I said, you need to just do some searches on the internet and go to this stuff and learn. I said, and some of them have grants. They have free money that you don't have to pay back.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so so she'll allow you. I said, I said in a few years I'm gonna track you down. I'm gonna see if you've started your business. And I'm gonna see how far you've gone.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Hey, you want to send a shout out to the national president of Memphis? Of the Urban League, Mark Morial.
Hello, Mr. Mario.
Hello, boss.
I haven't met him since I have been working
Right.
there, but I've met him over the years at different events
Right,
when he
yeah.
came to Memphis. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to working with him, his team, building and growing here in Memphis.
awesome.
And I'm excited about my new role.
He's a sharp brother. And give it up for Gail Carson, Memphis Urban League.
Charge.
Woo! Hey, we're about to build some businesses in here,
Yeah.
man.
And we're gonna get help from everybody to help.
Wait a minute. Who you gonna get
Everybody
help
got
from?
it.
Let me
From
ask you a question.
Antonio, Representative Antonio Parkinson.
Right,
And the
right.
Tennessee
You might need to say
State
that about 3 damn times. Your
And
ass.
the Tennessee State Legislature, I will give a shout.
He ain't gonna let it go.
You know,
Look, I'm gonna have to
He
pay
ain't
for
gonna
that
let
one
it
for a
go.
while.
Oh, you know it's coming. Oh, you know it's
He
coming.
ain't gonna let it go.
You know it's coming. Shit. With that blunder, Urban League gonna have a branch in Raleigh in the capital.
That's right.
Of
We're gonna
Memphis,
work
the
on
capital of
that. That'd be
Memphis.
nice.
Memphis.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Yeah, well, so look, but I noticed a pattern with you though, Gail.
What?
You when you go through tragedy, you tend to switch it up, right? You see now a lot of women, because
She
we're talking
elevates,
about
she done
we're talking
elevated
about top
bossed
5
up,
things
please.
women do before they cheat. A lot of women cut their hair and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Gail switched jobs. Gail Gail changed her whole life. Right.
Give that bag
Give
on.
that 600,000. Right.
You
Yeah,
like,
bag
when I
on
lost Jason, I went to work for government.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Yeah.
a pattern. See, I say the pattern. See, yeah, but that's what I do. You know, that's my baby mama. So I gotta.
He didn't know about that. He didn't know about that. He just didn't pay that child support.
Right,
That-
right.
That back child
I ain't
support.
gotta pay child support if you're making $600K a year.
Hello.
Okay, right.
We'll put that out this
Right,
room
right.
for somebody to be mad. Dang, she making
Right.
600K.
So,
Right.
Anton, Representative Parks, I'll be in
You ain't gotta be
Nashville
ready.
next week.
You gonna be in Nashville?
I'll
You
be in
pulling up?
Nashville next week. I need to be. I'm having some meetings with some folks, see how much money I can bring back to
There you
Memphis.
go.
That's what's up. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
that's
Real
right.
talk, though. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
Right, seriously, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Seeing how we can secure the bag
Yes,
for
that's
our
right.
people.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So,
Awesome.
so Gail, look, I guess I ain't gonna hold you. Did we cover everything? Cause I don't want to miss.
I can't.
We
Wait a
did.
minute. Have I really been here an hour?
Yeah, it's
How
a
about
whole show.
you?
Gail said she wasn't gonna stay the whole show. We
I
do
said
that
what
to
I
people.
say.
She here
30
the
minutes,
whole-
20
yeah.
minutes.
You've been here the whole show.
Oh, but we do have. It's not me. So that's my disclaimer.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Somebody
Okay.
asking, what's your current relationship status? Look, they trying to holler.
Dang, y'all think you're trying to slide in the
Look,
inbox?
Gail, look,
Whatever,
please get that
your
look.
single?
Michelle, please get that look. Please, Cat.
I'm very, very private about my personal business. And
Right.
my friends will tell you they don't know my business.
Is you
Right.
single or not? That's all
Cause
we
my,
know.
my son
single?
Jason used to say all the time. My son who's not here, he said, if you want to keep a secret, that means you can't tell nobody.
Now, I just want to touch on that before we go. So Gail, her son Brian, how much hell did they go through growing up with their friends?
Oh.
Looking at their mama like,
Right.
man, your mama fine. Man, I'd probably be in a
A
fight
milk.
every day.
They call them
Well,
milk.
sometimes I don't tell Brian. I ain't tell Brian about some of his friends saying. I ain't tell Brian.
Right.
Oh,
I can imagine. Can you imagine that household? Right, you bring your friends over to play the game.
They
right?
watching
and
all
look, they ain't playing basketball. They doing like
They watching all that walking through the
Yeah,
house.
they playing like this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
Oh, my God.
Man, I think I had a crush on some of my friends' mamas too. For real, I ain't
Oh,
gonna lie.
gosh.
I did. I was a mess.
Well, they had really good, nice friends.
Lies you tell. You just didn't know what they
Nice friends.
baby.
All kind of bad
Baby,
thoughts.
look, all kind of bad
Nasty
thoughts.
man
Right.
shit.
You ain't got to be present to win thoughts, right? Them thoughts, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Gail Carson, thank you so much for being here. We love
Thank you
and
for
appreciate you.
having
You
me.
are absolutely
Most
amazing. Y'all give it up for
definitely.
Gail
Yes,
Jones.
Give it up.
I appreciate it.
It's a highly rated show.
I
We love
know it
It's
is.
been the most fun I've had all week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, this is the fastest growing podcast in the Memphis market. Seriously.
Well, great.
Seriously,
great.
we are knocking numbers down, and it's amazing. But we have the beauty, the special thing about us is obviously the chemistry between the co-hosts, but the fact to be able to bring folks like you in, folks like Mayor Paul Young, Mayor Lee Harris, and other folks, and be able to get
And
them
police director.
and the police director, and be able to get them outside of the shoes of their uniform for a second,
show them
right?
themselves.
But also deliver the information,
Yeah.
right? And that's the special thing about this show. So we appreciate you.
So y'all all know, everybody, we gotta get this selfie
It's
before I
a
get
Gail-
out
it's
of
a
Man,
Gail-
look,
it's
that's
a
a
Gail
Gail
fee. We call it Gail fee.
Yeah, right.
A Gail
right.
fee.
Right. So look, if you want to be part of the Antonio Parkinson Project, you want to join us sometime, please make sure that
share
you hit us up and on social media, and we'll be happy to give it some consideration. But make sure you tune in, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share this show with everyone in your sphere. We truly appreciate it because those numbers do matter. You've been watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and we will see you next week. We out.
So y'all want to know what